Hey guys, today I had an idea to see if I could modify one of the cap frames that came with my Melco Bravo to incorporate this bill holder that I found on a cap frame of a ZSK machine. Stay tuned to see if it works. Alright, so first I'm going to start with the ZSK frame because this is the piece that I need. This is when you hoop your hat, it essentially pulls the bill back, but it's attached to the frame. I'm going to see if I can transplant this over to this frame for my Bravo. First, I'm going to remove it. It does have 2 Phillips screws, so I'm going to pull those off real quick. Alright, with that, I have the 2 separate pieces, the frame and the bill holder portion. This is the part I need, so I'm going to set aside the other bit. I do have the 2 screws here. These I'm just going to hold on to just in case I need to use the same size screws. So coming over to the Melco Bravo driver, I'm going to remove the same alignment plate that this one has. So we're still going to have a center mark once I transplant it, but I'm going to have to take this one off first and see how well it fits. Same thing now, I have the alignment bit, the frame. I need this frame obviously, but I can go ahead and put the alignment bit off to the side. And with it, of course, came 2 more screws. I'm going to keep them all together just in case I do need them again. Now that I have the frame, I'm essentially seeing how well this lines up. And honestly, that lines up pretty well. It's a little bit wider, so I am going to need to drill in 2 holes off to the side and kind of do my best to make sure it's as straight as possible. So that way when I'm aligning the hoop or the hats, that's still accurate, and then I can then utilize this bill portion. So give me a second, I'm going to get this drilled out. So with that, I did my best to drill in 2 holes. So if you look, the middle 2 holes are where the piece originally went. If you check that out, it's about the same width. And these further 2 holes are where this new portion is going to sit. And it's not perfectly centered, but I kind of ovaled them out a little bit just so I can have a little bit of adjustment space and if I do have to move it. So with that being said, I think it should be as easy as just throwing this on and screwing it in. Let's see. We have officially Frankenstein the Melco Bravo hat hoop. It still retains its alignment portion here so you can get the hat centered on the frame. However, now obviously we have the bit that holds the bill. If you're not sure how this works still, I'm gonna go over there and hoop a hat with you guys so you can kind of see how this works, and hopefully it works first of all, but theoretically it should, and we might make some little changes to make sure it works fine with the machine without damaging anything. So I'm gonna take you guys over there. Let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so I'm at my hooping station. This is where I do my hats. I'm going to take the hat frame. We still look, if you look here, we still have the alignment bit. However, now we have, from the ZSK frame, we have the portion that holds the bill up out of the way. So this is the part we're looking at. With that being said, I'm going to try a unstructured dad hat just to test it out, to make sure everything works and everything's smooth. So throw this on first. Using a bit of stabilizer, of course. For my stabilizer, I'm using a 2.5 ounce tearaway. Actually, I believe it's a 3 ounce tearaway, a bit heavier. The hooping process is going to be the same, simply because we didn't change anything there. But once that's set, we essentially want to see if I push this down, get this out of the way. The protector does slide over that fairly easily. It looks pretty good. And it's pretty firm, so I'm not too worried about that. And again, we do have another alignment bit that came on this, so just to make sure everything's centered. With that, I'm going to take this off, run this over to the machine, and see how it works. Alright, so we're at the machine here. I have that design set up how I want to. I'll adjust the height once I get the hat in. And of course we have the frame with the new bill protector added on. Let's put this on here. And I have a lot of clearance. I'm gonna do a trace here. It looks like I'm good here as well behind the bill, so it doesn't hit this part that goes back and forth. And yeah, I have plenty of clearance now. I wouldn't be worried about this. And this honestly is probably as low as I'd go on the design for this hat, probably about a 1/4 inch from the bottom of the hat. So I'm gonna get this sewn out, see if I have any issues while I'm stitching. Otherwise, I'll bring you guys back once it's done and give you the final examples. Alright guys, so here we go, we got the final hat, and honestly I don't know how realistic this is, given that you're going to be using 2 different hat frames from 2 different machines. I now have a cap frame that I'm not going to be using, whereas I probably could have put that money and bought in a Gen 2 cap frame, which realistically would solve the problem as well. But with that being said, I just wanted to try that out and see how it came out, and honestly I'm pretty happy with the results. I probably could have gone a little bit lower, as we saw. There was a bit of space still between the bill of the hat and where it would rub. But with that being said, I didn't have any rubbing issues, and I haven't checked yet, but no damage to the bill, and that's the best part. That's the whole point of this. With that being said, I haven't cleaned it up yet, but we grabbed the stabilizer, ripped that out. We got a new hat. Good to go. I'm happy with it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I don't know if you can use this or not, but I hope you enjoyed. Take care.